embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
I am suffering. It's hard to take. How many years?
Don't provoke me to anger, or else you'll be in danger.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Wake up, everybody. It's your girl, Sophie back here on Sofia's Football Talk to do another Tuesday news show. The transfer window is closed. Deadline day was yesterday. Did we get any new players in? No. We got in, a youngster from Arsenal's Academy, Aiden Heaven. He'll be getting the number 26 shirt. And we got Patrick Dorgo, the Danish, I believe Nigerian, from Lecce, wingback, that got the number 13 kit. And of course, also, a while back, we got Diego Leon. Was it from Paraguay? I think it was. I could be wrong. But a youngster that might, or not might, will be coming into the summer. Other than that, we were linked with the Mathis Tell, but he has decided to go to Spurs. We will talk about that. And the fact that I believe Ineos let Amorim down. If I was him, I might walk. Will he walk? I don't think he will. But hey, we'll talk about all of that. Can this season be rectified? It's looking a bit peak-ish, but we'll dive into that. Make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up, and of course also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we are on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen before this year ends. 10K subscribers. Consider also becoming SFT member, another way for you to support the channel's growth. And pick up the Bart earlier, posting comment a couple of minutes ago. But let's get into it. So I want to kind of start to talk about Matthias Tell, because he now went to loan, to Tottenham, to Spurs. Initially, he rejected them. And then there was rumors that he might either stay at Bayern or he might go to United or maybe Arsenal. Were the ones, even Villa, were the ones kind of still in the mix of it. And now suddenly yesterday, midday, you're hearing, no, accepted the move to Spurs. Looks to be, first, initially I was annoyed that we let him go. But the more I think about it, especially now with new information coming in for how much it ended up actually costing Spurs, I can't say I'm too mad. Mad at a balked at the 5 million loan fee Bayern demanded for Matthias Tell. United consider it an expensive risk for a largely unproven 19-year-old, reported by the Telegraph. And I do think that's reasonable. I believe we look at the numbers that actually Spurs ended up paying with the loan fee and the fact that, okay, it's not obviously, what should I say, hella like, okay, they have to end up buying him, but the money still, though, was a bit excessive for a 19-year-old. So I want to share that with y'all. To Tottenham. So Bayern will receive a loan fee of 10 million for Tell, as first confirmed via Bayern. Christian Falk for Bayern. In addition, Tottenham will cover 5 months of his salary, amounting to around 2 million. That's a bit mad. For the summer, Spurs have secured an option to buy up around 55 million, which can rise to 60 million with bonus payments. However, Tell has made sure that he will have a decisive say in whether Tottenham exercise the purchase option. There is no mandatory buy clause as Bayern had initially preferred. This was also at Tell's request. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not. I think the kid, he all right from what I've seen, but not worth that just yet. No, no, no. So I'm okay with stepping away and thinking, you know what, we're not gonna do that because the old regime definitely would have paid that money and said, you know what, we're gonna overpay, da 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 da. So at least I'm glad that we didn't do that. My issue though is why didn't we try to go for somebody else? Were there not other options? Other loan opportunity. You saw Jimenez from Feyenoord went to Milan. There are options out there. I know it's not an abundance of options. Let's be honest. The striker forward market has not been good in a long time. It's not like, you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago when it was still booming. It's been a bit, yeah, pretty meh the past few, I would say 2 years at late. But still, there could have been options. Something. Just give me something. But we didn't. And I do feel like Amorim was let down. I think that he could have been backed, in my humble opinion. He should have. But this is then my question is, should we then play the kids? Should we then bring a Chido Obi-Martin from the academy who's been playing for under 18s, killing it, may I add? Should we? He was not part of the under 18 squad earlier today. The rumor is that he is training with the first team. He could make his appearance on Friday as we will be facing Leicester at home in the FA Cup. And I think that would be a great opportunity for him to play because if you're not going to be playing the Xerxes, you're not going to be playing the Højlund, I don't want to see you trying like a Kobe Maino again. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all, respectfully. No. Kobe Maino in the 10, not as a false 9. Not at all. So all I'm thinking is some people might be like, oh, are we trying to rely too much on the youngster? Is it a bit too soon? Remember what we did with Rashford. We had no other options. We threw him into the Wolves. And since then, he never looked back. He ended up being a part of the first team, made a name for himself. Look at it. Pretty huge. Now, 8 years later, made a proper brand for himself. Yes, been all over the place in terms of consistency, performances. I get it. But the good times were pretty good, if we're going to be honest. And we don't know what Chido Obi-Martin could become. We don't know that yet. But we don't know. We won't know unless we try. I'm not sitting here saying we're going to make him the number 9 right now. All I'm saying is give him a chance on Friday. If he does well, continue. Because right now, I'm not going to lie, I think I have given up with Højlund and Xerxes. Just he can be on the bench. Højlund, it's even I have to just put my hands up and say, I don't think it's going to be working. I don't think so. I did say we shouldn't have paid that much money for him. I was like, okay, we can bring him in, but he can't be brought in by himself when we bought him like a year and a half ago. Didn't make sense. Still doesn't make sense till this day. And we made that mistake. We have to die on that hill. Well, you can still rectify it. You can still make sure you don't make that mistake again and you can fix it. So if he then has to go in the summer, he goes. We have to wait and see. But I would like to give Chido Obi-Martin a go, an opportunity. Why not? Am I saying he has to start the game? No. Let him come on, get a few minutes. Why not? Why not? I believe Statman Dave on Twitter posted a little bit of stats, of course, pointed about Chido Obi-Martin. He says, has been directly involved in 10 goals in 500 minutes across the under 18 Premier League and FA Youth Cup this season. That's a goal or assist every 50 minutes on average. And I've seen some academy games, so some under 18 games, and I like what I'm seeing from him. I do. I do. I was already hearing about him when he scored, what was it, 9 goals against no, against Liverpool for Arsenal in an academy game. You know, mad. So there's something there. There's something there with the kid, and he's pretty huge for his age as well. 17, not that long ago since he turned 17, by the way. So we'll be turning 18 this year, later this year, but still quite young. But like, if you look at his physique, very bulked up. I wonder how tall he is. He almost 2 meters. He's pretty tall, isn't he? Chido Obi-Martin height. He's 188. Must feel like he could be a bit. That's still pretty tall though for a 17-year-old, I think. Pick up Jordan. Hope you're doing well. Pick up to you. But yeah, I do hope we can give him an opportunity, but we have to wait and see. Speaking of opportunities, looks like Malaysia could be going to I believe it PSV Eindhoven. So obviously, Man United was kind of talking, negotiating with Benfica. That deal collapsed. But Man United do hope that the collapse of Tyrell Malacia's loan to Benfica will send out the message to other clubs looking to sign their players. Talks were at an advanced stage, but United refused to roll over by accepting a low ball offer from Benfica. And then it's been reported that PSV Eindhoven are set to finalize Malacia's loan move from United today. He's already in Holland, so that probably is wrapped up by now. But as of what I saw, it hasn't fully been wrapped up, but we will hear something very soon, I believe. And of course, as it was reported not long ago, the day before deadline day is Rashford to Aston Villa. Still is mad, like when I saw the promo picture and him like holding up the Aston Villa shirt. It's on loan, but let's be honest, we won't ever see him playing a Man United kit again. I doubt it, highly doubt it, respectfully. But I hope he kills it. I hope he does extremely well. I generally do hope so. Yeah, how I hope. I wonder his first game, I think is gonna be. Are they not playing FA Cup against Spurs? I think on the weekend. So we definitely need to. We will be doing Rashford watch for sure. So I'm gonna probably be watching way more Villa games. Oh, I do be watching a lot of Villa games regardless, but I think I will be watching more Aston Villa games indeed. So I'm just gonna double check when are they playing. Oh yeah, Aston Villa at home versus Spurs on Sunday. Yes, we will definitely tune in and watch that game. Maybe we'll do a video or something afterwards and be like Aston Villa Spurs reaction, Rashford watch, just to kind of look, see how he does because I hope he does well. Of course, there's an opportunity for Villa to buy him in the summer. I believe for 40 million. I would prefer to get a lot more, especially if he ends up killing it. Then I hope we can drive up the price and have a proper bidding war. Maybe get a Barcelona in the mix again. Have maybe Milan or other clubs be interested. So I generally do think that he will probably do well, but you never know. You never know. Just needs to get that joy of playing football back again because he hasn't looked like he's been enjoying playing football for a long time, and we haven't seen him play for Man United, play football on the pitch in a while. I think it's been over a month now, more than that potentially. The last game was Victoria Plaza in December, so that was quite early on in December, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but either way, we just have to wait and see, I think. Yeah. In regards to incomings, there has been talks about Paul Pogba potentially coming to Man United. What about Laurie Whitwell? Paul Pogba's representatives have a good relationship with Jason Wilcox, director or technical director. However, in January, there was no talks about a third spell at Man United. Pogba has been concentrating on getting fit on his own terms. And then Rio, of course, got into the mix, I believe, talked about the Pogba situation on his YouTube channel, 5 UK, 5 I believe it is. Rio Ferdinand has urged Ruben Amorim to bring Paul Pogba back to Man United to allow him to trade. Direct quote, I say to Pogba, come in and train with us. Let me see what you've got. I do that. I would have done that already. Come in and get fit. So my thought is, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but the more I think about it, probably won't happen. But I think I just got a little bit caught, you know, caught all up with it when basically seeing, what should I say? Paul Pogba's post on Instagram, not a few days ago, with a cartoon of him looking at Ahmad, and then him saying, looking at the picture, looking at the window, and him saying, "Who knows?" or like, "What's next? Who knows what's next?" Something in that regards. Big up, Romeo and Kenobi. Been a while. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Big up to you. Welcome back. So yeah, with Pogba, he is a free agent. So, but I don't know. He won't be able to play before March though. He can train, but he won't be able to play. Reported by Rob Dawson about Giovanni Quenda. Obviously, a sporting player, one of Amorim's trusted men, or I should say youngster because he's 17. Quenda is one of Man United's summer targets. The 17-year-old has a release clause of, oh my God, 100 million. Yeah, you're taking the piss. But there is a belief that Amorim's former club will be willing to negotiate a fee closer to 60 million. I need it to be way less. That's 60 million. That's still a lot for me. Sorry. I need it to be way less because that is a bit too much. Even for me, that's a bit too much. So, but yeah, I don't even want to like think about like summer signings and all of that when we just passed deadline day, January, winter window, and I'm still kind of pissed, I should say, with the fact that we didn't get in an attacking option. So it just feels like Ineos, do you have a plan? Do you know what you're doing? Because it seemed like you were, but like this is why I've been like, I'm not gonna sit there and give them too much credit. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, be all googly eyed and super gassed about it. No, they have to prove to me that they're actually proper footballing people behind it. That's you messed up with keeping Ten Hag. You got rid of Dan Ashworth, messed up with that as well. And you got to rectify. You have to fix the mess that y'all are creating. Imagine if only we had gotten rid of Ten Hag straight after the FA Cup final. We won it. We could have said thank you. What a lovely send off. And then we could have ended up, it would have been nice, parted ways. And then we could have ended up gotten Amorim or somebody else. But no, we decided get it midway and look at us now. You don't have the players to play what he wants to play. And I know that some fans might be like, but why aren't you just trying to adjust and just play the system that suits these players? But we've done that. We've done that with the Ten Hag. And we got mad and annoyed. So why are we now going to try to tell Amorim to just quit his principles and just revert away from a 3-4-3 and then do maybe a 4-3-3? Like, why? Or a 3-4-2-1? Like, why? Why? Or 4-3-2-1, I should say. Or 4-2-3-1. Like, why? Why are we doing that? It doesn't make sense to me. I personally am like, you know what? I'm riding the storm. I'm going to stick behind him. But do not get it twisted. I will stick behind him. I will back the guy. But I still will criticize. I think he got it wrong with keeping Maino, having him as a striker. He got it wrong. Keeping Dallo too long on the pitch, staying with Bruno, he got it wrong. And that's okay to admit. It's okay. The changes made a bit too late, I feel like, in the Palace game. Switch it up a bit earlier. Should have probably gotten in Eriksen way earlier. I think he could have done a bit more. So these are the things that it's okay to be like, you know what? You can still back a guy, you can still back a manager or a head coach, I should say, in this instance, but also be real about, hey, certain things you've gotten wrong. Not all of the things, but I do be backing you when you get things right, and I also will criticize you when you get things wrong. I will. I will. So that's that. Yes, Romeo Kenobi. January windows always peak. Trent to Real Madrid. Imagine that. That could happen. Big up, Roger. Hope you're doing well. Teams have too much of a leverage not to sell, but Spurs spending big money on Tell, hell no. Exactly. This is why, like, I'm okay. I have no issue with my club putting their foot down and saying, you know what? We're not going to pay that much money for it, Matthias Tell. I'm okay with that. No issue. No issue with that. But I have an issue with not having another plan. What is your plan B? What? Who else? Okay? Are we going to try to just bank on Xerxes and Höhlen for the rest of the season? Are we now going to give Chido Obi-Martin some minutes? Because, hell, right now, I'm saying if he good enough, he old enough. So bring the youngster up. I don't care. Remember, this is what I loved about the Louis van Gaal. He didn't care. If you're good enough, you're old enough. He gave lots of youngsters. Like, I don't think we haven't had a manager since Van Gaal that's given people so much opportunities, especially youngsters. Let's be honest, a lot of them, left Man United a long time ago, but at least they were gotten opportunities. They've gotten, moments here and there. Some straight into the team as Rashford, never looked back. Lingard here and there, and others just weren't able to make it. And that's fine. That's okay. But give them an opportunity. That's all. That's what I hope we can do. I want to see Chido Obi-Martin on Friday. I said I need to see him before this season ends. If we can see him on Friday, I'm not going to sit there and expect him to kill and set Old Trafford on fire. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, see what he can do. What is he really going to do worse than what we've seen with Höhlen and Xerxes? I don't think so. Is it going to be worse than having Copy up front? I don't think so. Really, I don't think so. It'll be just the same or better, but it won't be worse. I highly doubt that it's going to be worse. So heck, I don't know how much to look forward to. Bring me with a name like that, Chido Obi-Martin. No, pass. Bring him, let him play up front. Let him get some minutes. I'm not saying he needs to start on Friday. All I'm saying is let him get some minutes. That's all. Jim Ratcliffe, get out the money for Amorim so he could cook. Humpty, where are the money? Where are the money? Yaki, where is the money? This is what I wanted, man. I wanted this one.
Today I feel Qatari.
That still hurts me to this day. Milan won January at another Italian club, maybe. The signings that they made, loan signings and permanent signings, is a bit mad. But we'll have to wait and see whether or not it's going to be good. So, I don't know. Main thing is they were okay letting Rashford go, but what is the other backup plan? Fabrizio said Bailey wasn't happening. Thank you. Look, we've gotten Rashford out. Anthony's out. And yes, Rashford wasn't going to be playing. Anthony wasn't going to be playing. I get it. I get it. But you still need options. What else do we have? If Alba gets injured, we are screwed. If Garnacho gets injured, either way, whether he starts or not, still a player that you need either way. Like, you need bodies. And hey, Lynn Cirques, if they get injured, like, what do we do? We don't really have, we have 4 attacking options. Cirksy, hey, Lynn, Ahmad, and Garnacho. It's those 4. We are in big trouble if any one of them, especially Ahmad, who right now is our most important player, if he doesn't click, most of the team won't be clicking. To be fair, it won't be clicking. So we are in deep-ish if any one of those players get injured. I hella feel for Lisandro Martinez. My Licha now will be out maybe for potentially 9 months. So we won't see him for a while, basically, due to the ACL injury. And, of course, probably will have to undergo surgery again, maybe, and then you have to be rehabilitation. That will take some time. And not everybody gets back to that, Not everybody gets to get. He slowly was like, finally, after that Newcastle game where he's just so crap. And prior to that, it was just not looking too good. But then he turned around for the past month and he's been actually excellent. The ball playing abilities from the back, chef's kiss, incredible, increíble. But now we've lost that. Who else is going to bring that? Not many. Not many. If they don't back Ruben, Ineos going to let down another coach like 5 other coaches who didn't do well. Exactly. And they hella backed Ten Hag. We just made a mistake with giving Ten Hag too much power. But they backed him. And they backed him with the wrong people, with the wrong guys coming in. With spending that much money on Anthony, spending that much money on Højlund, to name a few. Mistake. Right? So it just doesn't make sense why they're not going to be. Yes, we got 2 players in now, one that's coming in the summer. But I then need to have a summer where we get in at least 5 players. At least 5 players to go directly into the team. We have to. So we have to get rid of a lot of players in the summer, and there has to be a lot of players coming in. If we don't do that, blood on their hands. It's not even Ineos fraud watch. I'm not even gonna lie. I might be Ineos out at this point because I'm pissed. I'm so agitated about how they have presented themselves, how they have been moving. It's not good. Get 1, 2 injuries, and they're probably setting to KX. Oh, it won't. It will be beyond chaos mode. Why weren't they able to sell Casemiro when Al Nassr want him? You meeple, I don't know. And now probably Casemiro will go maybe. I'm trying to think, is Casemiro's contract running out in the summer? If so, then he will be going on free. Same as Eriksen. Lindelof, I think so as well. Guar obviously signed an extension, so we'll probably sell him to get some money. But yeah, we in some deep ish here, people. Reported by Mail Sport, by the way. And he has hope a new Old Trafford can be finished by 2030, so in 5 years. And that enabling work can begin before the end of this year. However, architects think 2032, which is 7 years from now, is the more realistic target, given that it could take several years just to get full planning approval. That's mad if it has to take that many years. And I know they want to make like a 100,000 seater stadium. It will be one of the biggest in the world. I think it will be the biggest, one of the biggest in Europe, I believe. So it could be amazing to have that many seats at Old Trafford. A new proper stadium, better stadium that doesn't leak, that doesn't have a roof that leaks, doesn't have rats on the pitch, that don't have, whole raw chicken and all of that bull crap that we've been accused of, which has been true as well, or a lot of it. yeah, I don't know. 2032, guys. I'll be 30 in about what, 6 days already. 2032. That's a bit mad, 2032. That is a bit mad. So yeah, respectfully, I don't know about 2032. I don't know about 2032. That's a bit too far away from now. That's a bit too far away, in my opinion. But hey, we move. We move. So we have to wait and see. But yeah, the struggle is real, people. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep getting the likes up, by the way, people, and do subscribe if you are new here. Welcome to the channel. To those of you who are new, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's see, is there any other? Nope, not really any other proper news, to be fair. As things stands, at least. As things stands. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to talk about before we slowly wrap up, because we might be wrapping up soon. Very, very soon. Potentially. Yeah. Let me see my notes. Anything else? Nope. Not really. Not really anything here. Yeah, I will basically be back already tomorrow. A bit earlier than this time. A little bit earlier, to do a preview for the Man United Leicester game, because I do think that we probably will get a Patrick Dorgu debut. Whether or not Aiden Heaven gets it, I don't know. Maybe, potentially. Patrick Dorgu. And I hope Chido Obi-Martin. I hope. I would love to see him play. I really hope so. Yeah. Pick up the match that we were just about to wrap up. I hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. And yeah, other than that, we will be doing a reaction for that game on Friday. It's gonna be a Friday night game. Sometimes I don't really like footballs on like Friday night. I like Fridays to just be chill, you know? Especially not having my team play on a Friday night. Because if we end up losing, get knocked out of the FA Cup, I'm gonna be mad that whole weekend. And it's the weekend before my birthday, so I don't need to be mad the whole weekend, I don't need that. So Man United, please don't disappoint me. Make sure that we win. And yeah, that's all I hope. But guys, we'll wrap up. Thank you all so much for watching this stream and being here. Get the likes up. The more the likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see. So click the like button. Literally takes you 1 second, quick, and it really goes a long way. And if you watch this on the replay, do comment your thoughts about this whole issue with Ineos transfer window. Are you happy about it? Let me know. And yeah, it means a stronger potential of Ruben Amorim do well. Really? I don't know about that, but we'll see. I believe, but we'll see. Let me see who's live right now that we can redirect to. Who's live? Let's redirect to somebody. Let's quickly see who is live right now. We're gonna be redirecting to you know what? Chic TV is still live. We'll redirect to Chic TV. It's done it for me. We're gonna do it for him again. Big up. So there you go. Show Chic TV some love. Also, United supporters say Sofia Raid. And we are out. Peace out. Bye-bye.